Peace, love, light, balance. I'm Cree, and you're now in my kitchen. And today we're going to get into this delicious, knock your socks off lemon pound cake with lemon glaze. So no longer for me to keep talking, let's go ahead on and get started, okay? First, you're going to need your dry ingredients, which is 3 cups of flour. You're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and I'm gonna go ahead on and put my baking soda in there. And you're also gonna need 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but because I'm using salted butter, I omitted the salt. Okay. Let me go ahead and whisk that up real quick. Whisk. Is done. You know I gotta wash my hands, you guys. Okay, next up, we also need 1 cup of butter, so that's going to be 2 sticks of butter. You're also going to need 2 1/4 cups of sugar. You're going to need 3 large eggs. You're going to need 2 to 3 large lemons. You're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to need a 1.5 cups of powdered sugar for the glaze. You're going to need your lemon juice, and you're also going to need plain old water. Okay, so over here I already put my sugar in, so again that's going to be 2 1/4 cup of sugar in a separate bowl with your butter, so your cup of butter, your 2 sticks of butter, and your eggs. And when you're creaming the butter, we're going to put 1 egg at a time. So I already kind of pre-creamed it already, so I'm going to go ahead on and finish doing that. And I already put 2 eggs in, so I only got 1 more egg that I need to put in, okay? And this part right here, you're going to have to take your time, you know, and make sure that it's smooth and light. Kind of like fluffy, like air-like. So you're going to need a mixer. If you don't have a mixer, then you're going to need like one of those big mixers. You can use a hand mixer or one of those big mixers. This right here takes the most time. After this, everything else is pretty much downhill, okay? Now, if your cream sounds like wet sand, it's not creamy enough. So let me go ahead and add my last egg. Remember, we put 1 egg in at a time, okay? I just did it off camera. That was my last egg, okay? That's 3 eggs that's going to be in this butter and sugar mix. This part right here can take up to 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, that long. You want to make sure that it's creamed right. Make sure that you guys are following me on my Instagram, the CRI.kitchen, and also follow me on my YouTube. So search Cree's Kitchen on my YouTube. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload new videos, alright? I'm just pushing the sugar and the butter down so it can get mixed well. That's all I'm doing in the bowl. And a quick tip too, make sure that everything is room temperature. So take your eggs out. Oh, and I forgot to tell you too, 1 cup of buttermilk. Take your buttermilk out. Take your, of course, your butter out. Because you want to do this with softened butter, okay? Everything needs to be room temperature. This is the part that you turn down your volume if you don't want to hear the mixing going on. We're almost there. Just putting everything down on the side. This is one of my favorite cakes to make, other than carrot cake, because you guys know I love me some carrot cake, but the runner-up is lemon pound cake. I love me some pound cake. But my ultimate favorite is carrot cake. We're almost done, you guys, and I'm going to show you how it's supposed to look like, okay? Turn it down some. Alrighty, and we are done creaming, you guys. Let me show you how it looks. Like this. When it looks like this, you're good. I'm telling you. That's that melt in your mouth cake. When your cream come out like this, yes. That's all I got to say is yes. Okay, so that is step 1 of the pound cake. Is creaming that sugar and that butter and those eggs. Alright, next up I'm going to go ahead on and zest and squeeze this lemon juice, okay? Give me a knife. Let me zest first. And then, if you have a cheese grater, I have a box cheese grater, so we're going to go on this side. Not the biggest side, but I guess you will say this is the smallest to the regular cheese grating. You're going to go to the small side. And we're just zesting. Now when you zest, don't zest the white part, just the yellow skin. Because the white part is kind of bitter if you zest all the way down to the white part. So we're just turning and zesting the lemon. Give it that fresh lemon pop. Ain't nothing like some fresh lemons and lemon, anything that's lemon. It smells so good. That's the reason why I went ahead and creamed that butter ahead of time, because it would have took a little while. Wash this off real quick. So we can put it in here like so. And take that rest and put it in there. And there you have it. My camera is very clean, you guys. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze my lemon. Again, make sure that you follow me on my IG, that's cri.kitchen, and also make sure that you're following me on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Look up Cree's Kitchen on YouTube, okay? Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. Now I'm going to go ahead on and put a tablespoon of zest, like a tablespoon and a half. You can do a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons of the zest, lemon zest. Okay, and then you're going to do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then we're going to go ahead on and put our vanilla in there. So that's 1 teaspoon of vanilla going into the wet ingredients. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Alright, you guys, so here's the so-called tricky part of the pound cake. Whatever you start off with is what you end with. So what I mean by that is I'm going to start off with wet, so therefore I'm going to end with my wet ingredient. Okay, so I'm going to do wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet. Okay, but if you start off with your dry, it's going to be dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry. Okay. You just put a little bit in there. And you mix it into your cream. Put some of this flour in here. Your dry ingredients. Okay? Push everything down. Let all the dry and everything and all get incorporated into your cream. Okay, I'm gonna put my wet in. Dry. I'm just inching in a little bit at a time, not too much. That's all I'm doing, okay? It smells so good, guys. That lemon, woo, oh. Wet, and then I'm going to put the rest of my dry in. A pound cake is one of the most easiest cakes to make too. You know, it just takes a little time creaming that butter and sugar. But once you cream that butter and that sugar, baby, you are on a roll. Like I said, it's pretty much downhill from there once that butter and that sugar is creamed real good. So don't be afraid to get in that kitchen and cook you a good old pound cake, honey. Okay? Any recipe that you want to try that I've done that you missed, just look me up on YouTube and take your time. You can slow it down, you can rewind it, fast forward, what have you. Get in that kitchen and start cooking, okay? Nothing is better than homemade, I'm telling you. Okay, so now we're going to add the wet, okay? That lemon zest is in there. You can see the little yellow flakes of that lemon zest up in that cake batter. Oh my goodness. Yes. Mix this thing on up. You want our cake batter to be smooth. clean up my station really fast, you guys, so I can show you how the cake mix is supposed to look like. Okay, so this is our cake mix, you guys, that we mixed up. See how smooth? Okay. Now if you don't have lemon, fresh lemons, I brought this out too. This is my favorite lemon juice to use, Real Lemon. This is a good brand. You can always use lemon juice. Alright, so now we're going to put our, you're going to set your oven at, you're going to preheat your oven at 350. Once your oven has reached its temperature of 350, you're going to put your cake in the oven and you're going to bake your cake for 55 minutes to an hour. Make sure that you check on your cake to make sure that it's not, you know, your oven is not too hot. But that's what I bake my cake is 350, okay? So preheat your oven at 350. Mine's been preheating since I started. And let's get this cake in the Baker's Joy is your best friend when it comes to baking. If you do not want to do the old-fashioned way, which add in a little oil on your baking pan with flour and you just beat it like this. Basically, that's what this is in a can, okay? So I'm going to take my Baker's Joy and I'm just going to spray my can. I'm going to spray my pan, my butt pan like this, until everything is covered, even the middle part, okay? Okay. That is sprayed. Alright. Let's go ahead on and put our cake batter. Let's see how we do this. I'm using every drop of cake batter. Yes, yes. Nothing goes to waste up in Cree's kitchen. Alright. Wash my hands, you guys, okay? And basically, once it's in your pan, in your bundt pan, we're going to go ahead on and smooth this thing on out, this batter out. I like to smooth my top out, the top part. I go ahead and give it a shake. those air bubbles out. Alright, so my oven is at 350. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for an hour. And we're going to bake for 1 hour. But you know, I got to do my TV magic. Boom! It should come out looking like this, you guys. So let's go ahead and do our simple syrup. Okay, to do our simple syrup, we have 1/3 cup of water and 1/3 cup of sugar, and we're also going to add in some lemon juice. Okay. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is a half a tablespoon, so I had to do 4 drops. And basically, we're gonna melt this sugar into this butter. So I'm gonna make sure that the sugar is dissolved, and then that's when we're gonna apply the simple syrup. Let me get my little brush out. My pastry brush. So pretty much I just put it on stove top. I got it on high until the sugar and the water is mixed very well. The sugar is dissolved, okay? It won't take that long to do this, you guys. It takes about like 2-3 minutes. So it's almost dissolved already. Okay, and just like that, that is donezo. Bring it on over here. And we're basically going to use the simple syrup and just put it all over the pound cake, okay? This is what helps keep the pound cake very, very moist, all right? Basically, when I take the pound cake out the oven, I go ahead on and baste my the bottom part before I take it out the pan. So and we're going to use every drop of the simple syrup, okay? Every drop. Yes. Another quick tip too, when you taking your cake out the oven, let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes and then take it out the pan. You want to take it out the pan when it's kind of hot, so it can come out smooth. Because if you leave it in your pan too long and let it cool in the pan, it's gonna be tough to take out. But that Baker's Joy is something, though. It's gonna slide right on out. It's gonna be a smooth primer situation. Use that Baker's Joy. I'm telling you, it's like your best friend for baking. I didn't baste this bottom, but it's all good. Try to get the bottom as much as I can then without flipping it over. Smells so good, oh my gosh. I'm trying to baste this thing fast so I can get me a slice. My mouth is like watering. For real, for real. Make sure you get inside real good. And if you don't use all the simple syrup, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to use all of it. So if you want to break it down to 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water, that'll be fine too. Okay? Alright, that's all I'm going to do with that simple syrup. Alright, so let's get into this glaze. Okay, so basically we just got 1 cup. You can do 1 cup to 1 cup and a half of powdered sugar, and we're gonna do 2 tablespoons at a time. Whisk it up of lemon juice. Now, if you like you want it real like lemony, then add more lemon juice. If you don't like it like super like tart, then just add a little lemon juice, and then you can add some water, you know. But the more wetness you add to your powdered sugar, the more transparent your glaze is going to be. So if you want your glaze to be kind of thick, don't add a lot of liquid. But if you want yours kind of thin, kind of like Krispy Kreme donut kind of thin, then you might want to add a little bit more liquid. Okay? So, if you want thick glaze, less liquid. If you want thin glaze, more liquid. Okay? And this is where you're going to add the rest of your lemon zest too, okay? From the lemons that you zested earlier. And just mix it up until you get this lovely, beautiful lemony glaze that looks and smells amazing. gonna give it a quick taste. Ooh, that's so good. So good. I think I'm gonna add a little water to mine. Just a tad bit. The glaze is a little bit too thick for my liking. Again, do your glaze how you like it. Prepare how you like, you know, how you fit. If you made a oopsie daisy and you put too much liquid, add some more powdered sugar, you know. There's no mistakes in cooking. I truly believe that, you know, that there's no mistakes in cooking or baking. You can always fix it. Because at the end of the day, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. Oh yes, we go. Taste. All right. You can use your spoon or your fork. Today I'm going to go ahead and glaze mine with my spoon. I'm just going to go back and forth like this with that glaze. Ooh, it's so pretty. And that's pretty much what you do, you guys. That pop of yellow from that lemon zest. Oh, yes, yes. So lovely. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and slice this thing up so you guys can see all this goodness, gracious, great ball of fire that's going on, that's happening with this lemon pound cake that we made. Look what we did. We did it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful finish. It's lovely. Clean up real quick. This thing is cracking. That glaze look amazing. It smells so divine, you guys. Oh my goodness. Plate up real quick. Got the biggest knife in a pantry. Let's give it a cut. Woo, look at that. Yes. All right, you guys, there you have it. This is your lemon pound cake that you and I made together. I hope you give this recipe a try. I'm about to dig in, and I don't want y'all to see me dog down this lemon pound cake on camera. I gotta look cute for the camera because I'm about to get real ugly with this cake, okay? So give it a try. Let me know how your cake turns out. Until next time, you know I love you guys. Peace. Peace.